Hello everyone and welcome to the Break Run. My name is Frank.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Kevin, and today we're going to be breaking down and analyzing Infinity Falls coming to SeaWorld Orlando in 2018.
So recently, SeaWorld, they announced their brand new attraction for 2018, which is Infinity Falls. It's going to be a new raft ride coming to the park themed to exploration in a rainforest area. So what do we think about this, that SeaWorld's getting a raft ride?
I think it's really interesting. Yeah. I mean, they already kind of have a water ride in Journey to Atlantis, but obviously we know that Journey to Atlantis isn't the biggest hit that it used to be. Mm-hmm. So bringing in a new water ride, you know, that whole sea theme in that area that it's most likely going to be going in around Mako, you know, I think it's really smart. Mm-hmm. And I really think it'll be a great attraction when it opens next summer.
Yeah, I mean, from the concept art, it looks really cool. Yeah. It's going to have a vertical lift. It's going to have the tallest and like 40-foot drop off a raft ride. It looks really cool. I mean, but the one thing that I thought was weird was that theme parks aren't adding raft rides. Like raft rides are like the 1990s phase. Like I can't even think the last brand new raft ride that was even built, but then they're adding it. So I think that's really cool.
So we were talking about, just before that, right before we dive into that, is what do we think of this? And I got to tell you, man, this gets my seal of approval. I love this. I think that this is an excellent attraction. I'm blown away by the theme. Yeah. I've thought of a bunch of different themes that SeaWorld could add. I never thought of a rainforest.
Yeah,
ever.
Why not?
So I think that I love it.
I know, just like the rumors were like from months ago, like SeaWorld's thinking about getting a raft ride. I'm like, you're kidding. Like, like no one's building raft rides. They're not that popular anymore. But I think from what we've seen, it's going to be a good hit.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the one thing with raft rides that we need to keep in mind is that they usually take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know if SeaWorld has a lot of space. So we're going to see, like, the vertical lift, I think is really smart because I don't think they have the space to have a full lift where it goes all the way up 40 feet and then drops. Well, so the vertical lift is really smart in that way.
The way the lift looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like the way they did. Oh man, that's neat. Like I'm blown away. I'm completely blown away.
And like by location, which I don't think they've officially said where it's going to go, but it looks like it's mostly going to go like where you said by Mako, like where like the terrace barbecue lounges, stuff in that area, which again, there's not really that much land back there, but they could definitely compact it and make it fit in that area.
It looks like they did that with the vertical lift and just the general layout of what it's going to look like.
Now, one issue I do see with this is that in Orlando, it's Florida obviously, so it doesn't get too cold during the winter, but it gets cold enough where a lot of the guests, they don't really want to do all the water rides. Right. Do you see this as an issue where they're going to open up a new ride, but then for half the year, none of the guests really want to do it and get wet?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's smart that it does have a summer opening date, at least for now. So you will have that first wave of guests to go through. But we've seen water rides in Orlando that close down during the winter.
For like rehab.
For rehab, you know, Jurassic Park Adventure closes down in the winter. Mm-hmm. So does Bluto's, and Splash Mountain always has a refurb in the middle of the winter. So
which
I don't think
having one in the summer this year for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why, but anyway. So I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is Orlando, so I guess most of the year it'll be fine.
Well, I think in addition to that, yeah, you're right, a lot of people don't really ride water rides in the winter, but in the summer,
it's gonna
holy moly, that's what SeaWorld needs.
And it kind of fits like SeaWorld. It's like a water theme park, and they only have Journey to Atlantis is one water ride. Yeah. So I think it kind of fits, and like that, SeaWorld, they kind of need a family ride because they just got Mako, they have Kraken, they have Manta, they have a lot of really big rides that have 54-inch height restrictions, but they don't really have a lot of like family attractions besides the shows, and there's the Shamu area and Antarctica. Like, so they need something really, and this is going to be a really good family ride.
And I think that one of the greatest things about it is if it does go into that location, you're breathing some life into a somewhat dead portion of the park.
Yeah, because like there's nothing back there.
We're starting to see, we saw Mako go there, and now we're starting to see them creep over there. Before Mako even opened, there was really no point to go on that side of the park. I mean, you can ride Wild Arctic, but I don't do Wild Arctic. I think that I'm excited to see where they're going to be going with this, and I think you're right. This is going to be a huge hit with the families that are coming to SeaWorld Orlando. But I do think you're right. It's just a raft ride.
But I think they're going to make it work. Yeah. It's definitely sold me. After what I've seen so far.
Like when the rumors were about it, it's like, really, a raft ride? But now after we've seen it, it's
looks great.
Oh, well, good for them.
Now, one issue that I kind of also have with it is that they're kind of expensive water rides. I mean, just with all the filters, all the water, this vertical lift is inexpensive. The Intamin is building it, which they're not a cheap company.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a good decision for SeaWorld, especially that they've been struggling a lot financially, that they're doing this pretty big investment?
I mean, they've invested a lot in other parks recently. I mean, obviously, Mako was a big investment.
Oh, yeah.
But before that, I mean, Orlando didn't really get anything except for Antarctica. So, you know, the other parks got like, you know, there's something going to San Antonio, there was something, you know, San Diego's getting this whole area added to it.
Yeah.
So I think Orlando needed something, and I think it's a good addition.
Plus, they need something to eventually combat everything that's going to Disney and Universal, too.
I think ultimately, when you look at the scope of SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment, they're gonna spend more money in Orlando because they need to.
They need to, yeah.
They need to stay current. They need to stay afloat. Whereas they can get away with spending $15 million in San Diego to do Electric Eeler, 15, 20 million in Williamsburg to do Invader. So I think that's fine, but in Orlando, you're gonna need to put the big ticket there.
And I also like how they're focusing a lot on immersion and the theming of it, and how hopefully it stays true to the concept art, because it's going to look stunning for something that's coming out of SeaWorld. And I think they need to, especially with like competitors like Disney and Universal. They're just so much on theming and immersion that they need to do this. I like that route they're going, but they're still going to focus on education through this.
Ultimately, I think that this will be a great addition, and I think that it's exciting to see where SeaWorld's going to go next. I think that this is a great family ride. It's a great water ride. I think that if they want to, a great addition would also be the Jet Rescue Coaster coming to SeaWorld.
I think that. Then you need the family coaster. I think I would love to see like a SeaWorld Sea Rescue Dark Ride coming to Orlando, because another thing with Orlando is that during the summer it rains almost every day, and obviously the coasters outside can't be open during the day, and with the water ride when it thunders, it can't be outside. So I think a dark ride would be a good fit for Orlando.
There's not many indoor attractions at SeaWorld now, so an indoor one would be pretty nice.
So let us know what you guys think. Do you guys like Infinity Falls coming to SeaWorld Orlando? And are you excited for the future of that park? Let us know in the comments below.
As always, thank you so much for watching our videos. Please click thumbs up, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube for more coming theme park videos.
Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Ready?
Nope. But you're right. People are not adding raft rides.